What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here with another live stream for you guys. Obviously, as you should know by now, the Leyton Orient game is off. So we thought instead of starving you with some live content, we will bring you live content anyway. So we're doing a live Q&A today, so you can ask us anything you want, literally anything you want in the live comments. Ask away. But Sim, what shall we crack off with?
Yeah, there was quite a lot to talk about. Obviously, last week was a great week for Spurs with the 5-2 win against Southampton. The prodigal son coming home. We finally got a new left back.
Prodigal son's returns.
His returns. Obviously, Dele Alli's potential departure. I'm just reading now from the Telegraph saying PSG believe Dele Alli wants to join them. So that could be a goer. And obviously, we're still looking for a striker and a centre-back.
Do you think if Dele goes, is it a loan or a permanent?
Loan.
You think so?
I think loan. I can't see him be
any obligations or anything like that to buy.
Maybe an option to buy.
Maybe an option to buy.
But
with an option to buy, the selling club can always reject that, can't they?
No, I think if it's an option to buy, then we'll have to accept whatever the price is. We have to set a price, but we have to accept it.
Right.
If they meet that price. So if it's 50 million. We have to accept 50 million if they bid it. But Dele Alli, there's a lot of rumours flying around with Dele. So really not sure what to believe with him at the moment. Obviously, apparently he was set to play tonight. He was set to kind of earn a place in the first team. Obviously, the game being called off, that's not going to happen. Whether he plays on Thursday again remains to be seen.
With the whole Dele Alli talk, everyone knows, most Spurs fans hold him dear to their heart, Dele Alli. What do you feel like? Do you feel it's time for him to move on, or do you feel that he still deserves the right to kind of fight for his space, or deserves the right to be a starter?
He has the right to be. He deserves the right to be a starter. Whether what's going on with him is really, it's hard to say. You know, obviously we all know Mourinho thinks he's a lazy trainer. We all know that he that they always struggle to find the motivation for Dele. Whenever they do find it, he seems to have an upturn in form, and then we're not really sure what Dele's going to come out next. He's now had his downturn in form again, has come back. He hasn't really played. He had a decent pre-season, but he hasn't really played well in competitive football. You know, post-lockdown he wasn't great, and start of the season obviously he wasn't great. Everything got taken off at half-time. So whether he needs a move to reinvigorate his career, or he just, he's not with it at Tottenham anymore and needs to move on, I'm not 100% sure. But obviously he's a really talented player. I'd love to keep him and have him around and get him motivated, but at the moment doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say. We've tried everything. This is the third year now. It was a big season for Dele. We all knew that. I think maybe if he went to PSG, playing against some French teams where maybe it'll be a bit easier to play against, playing in a dominant side, maybe he could get that he could get that touch back. He could get a feel back of that good feeling. But at the moment, he's not having it at Tottenham.
No, I completely agree with that. But I think the right way to play this out is to send him on loan, try and get his confidence up, try get him back playing, and if that doesn't help, then sell him after that. I think that's probably the right way to go.
I think a loan move could be good in terms of right now his stock is fairly low. So right now I can't see anyone bidding 40, 50 million for him. But if he has a very good year at PSG, maybe clubs would come in for him, and maybe clubs would, his price could double over a season. So maybe that's the best way to get the most that we can out of him.
All right, so shall we get onto some questions and see what we got here?
What questions do we have here?
I see a lot of comments flying through. Shall we get into the first one? Nacho Rodriguez says, "How did you get into YouTube?"
How did we get into YouTube? That's a great question. We saw like a gap in terms of Spurs content. Obviously, we knew Spurs. They were a channel that used to run Spurs kind of fan-related content for us.
And we actually went to go meet Barnaby when they stopped making content.
Mm-hmm. And we actually had this idea before Spurdon started. Then Spurdon kind of started, so we kind of parked this idea in our heads. We thought, whatever, Spurdon are doing a decent job, so we'll leave it for now. And then kind of Spurdon out of nowhere just stopped making content early in the season that we started actually making. And we thought, you know what, they've stopped. Maybe there's a chance for us to just try and build something. We obviously two very passionate Spurs season ticket holders. We rate our knowledge on Spurs, so we thought this could be something fun for us to do. We didn't really at the start. It wasn't like an intention to make it grow so big, but at the moment, we just started making videos, and here we are. Things grew, snowballed. We got a studio.
We've never been in front of a camera. Never edited never used any editing software. Literally had no experience whatsoever.
You just learn on the job.
Me and my brother, we literally, I think it was Burnley away. We went up to Burnley. As we were going home and away most games anyway, and we went to Burnley, and we just decided to record something and see if it was any good. We actually never ever put that out, and it was the next game after that, Watford at home, and we were on 4-0 at White Hart Lane. That's when we put out our first video. So it was actually
got like 3,000 views. Like, oh, hello.
Yeah,
it's all right. And then, just here we are now, 50,000 subs later, unbelievable support. All the support we've received is absolutely unbelievable, so humbling. And it's been an unbelievable, adventure so far. Hopefully it takes us even more places. But we've, Champions League finals, meeting players like Gary Lineker, Teddy Sheringham, Ledley King, our heroes when we were younger, Paul Gascoigne. It's been an unbelievable journey, and hopefully it continues more. And it's been great. It's been so good. And
to reach 50,000 subscribers this week just topped it all off, to be honest, because I never thought we would get this far.
Yeah, it meant a lot. And subscribe. I know there are other channels with bigger followings, we really do appreciate every single follower and every single subscriber that we get, and it really means a lot to us that all these people subscribe. 50,000 people is so much, and hopefully we want to grow and get even more, but. We know when we first started, we never saw ourselves getting to this stage, and now here we are. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Let's go to Werner's Barnard. He's asked this quite a few times, and he asked, "What's our strongest 11?"
Good question. That is a very good question, because now we've got Bale and Reguilon in. Who knows what? At the moment we have an idea of what our strongest 11 is.
I think our strongest 11 at the moment, on paper, picks itself. For me, 4-3-3 formation with Lloris in goal, right back Doherty, left back Reguilon, centre back. I think it's Toby and Sanchez. I think it is. Centre mids, I'd go for 3 in the middle with Højbjerg sitting, with Ndombele and Lo Celso, with Bale, Kane and Son.
On paper, but sometimes I get the feeling that sometimes. The best team on paper is not necessarily the best team. I guess we'll have to see how the season develops, because a lot of the time, usually, the best team that you think is going to be at the start of the season isn't usually the best team that you think is at the end of the season. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bale starts centrally and starts behind Kane with maybe Son and Bergwijn or Lucas on the right with that pace still provided. I've got a feeling Bale might be best centrally because I have a feeling that his game at the moment, because maybe we've got a super chat somewhere. Sorry, let me just read it out. PZ says, "Great vids, guys. Maybe do the next one shirtless." I'm not sure about that, but thank you for the compliment.
I'm not sure if that falls in line with YouTube's T's and C's.
It probably does, to be honest, because we're not that sexual. But but I think our best 11. I think Bale is more of a striking position now. I think that's where his game might have evolved. So I think if you get him centrally in front of goal, get him closer to goal, I think that might be better than have him out on the wing.
He still reckons he has pace, though.
He has pace, but does he have stamina? He said he doesn't have the stamina to be running day and night kind of thing. So whether he has that same kind of fitness to be able to be tracking back and running forward all the time. Look, it remains to be seen. Maybe he still does. But I think him behind the striker, getting him closer to goal, getting him in more effective positions could be best. Yeah, I've got a feling, maybe personally, and if that is the case, that means probably one of Højbjerg, Lo Celso, and Ndombele not playing, or I don't know. It's difficult, or maybe Lo Celso on the right. I obviously don't want Lo Celso on the right. Unless
it's an either or with Lo Celso and Ndombele in a 4-2-3-1.
Unless you played no Højbjerg, Ndombele and Lo Celso, that would be very attacking.
Leaves us wide open.
Does leave us wide open, but unless Ndombele kind of develops into a more all-action midfielder, who knows? But at the moment, I agree with you. On paper, that's our best 11. I agree with you, but I have a feeling Bale centrally might be best. We have to see.
I can't remember who actually asked this question, but they asked, "Has Joe Lee left the channel?"
Joe Lee, you didn't see the watch along at Southampton. He hasn't left the channel. He's still here. He's still
Joe Lee was here for the watch along against Southampton. He filled in a bit at half time. He's working a lot on the back end as well. So props to Joe Lee. He's working very hard at the moment.
Festus Lawani says, love the vids. Keep up the good work. Do you think we'll finish higher than Arsenal?
Yes.
100%.
I'm putting my neck out on the line right now and
Arsenal,
say we will finish above
they're
Arsenal.
on a big hype train, Arsenal, everyone, because they won the FA Cup and they've won the first 2 games. But look, it's a long season. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I think people have to calm down about Arsenal at the moment.
And also, they've played the 2 worst teams in the league pretty much. First 2 games.
And West Ham should have won that game.
Yeah.
West Ham should have won. I'm sorry, they should have won. They got very lucky to win that game. I think they scored the only shot on target. So I think Arsenal, look, I'm not going to lie, they've improved. But I think we're ahead of them at the moment.
I think when you compare the 2 squads overall,
I think ours is better.
I think we've got a much better squad overall than them. And when you compare starting 11s, probably Aubameyang and maybe Tierney gets in the team. I can't see anyone else.
Yeah, and obviously if Tierney's better than Reguilon at the moment.
Exactly.
But for me, I think we have a better team, better squad. And you've got to remember, we finished above them 4 years in a row. It's not to be sniffed at. They have got some way to catch up on us. So I think people predicting them to finish above us is still wider the mark for me a bit.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Especially if we sign a centre-back.
And Mr. J says Weghorst or Milik.
Weghorst or Milik? Weghorst is more physical. Milik is more technical. I think for what we need, probably more Weghorst.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
For what we need. I like Milik, but I think Weghorst is more suited to the different options that we need. I want to know from you guys, by the way, put in the comments. Obviously, we need a centre-back. We need a striker. I want to know who you think that we're going to go in for and we're most likely to sign. I want to know your suggestions because, obviously, so far, who we've been going for hasn't really panned out. Every bloody striker we go for seems to be either snapped up or just the deal dies. The only centre-backs we've been linked with so far are Ruben Diaz and Kim Min-jae. And Ruben Diaz probably seems a bit expensive. And Kim Min-jae, apparently, we're not sure about. So I want to know in the comments realistic targets for centre-back and striker. Luka Jovic, a lot of people saying.
I don't know why we didn't pick him up when we were in Madrid doing our shopping.
Yeah, well, it's never too late. It's never too late. Maybe we'll go in for a last one. Oh, we've got another super chat here. Marcus Patterson says, Spurs need to look at the MLS Atlanta United striker Josef Martinez.
I think he went off the boil a long time ago, didn't he?
And then he finished off saying, you guys think we'll get Kim Min-jae this window?
I'm not sure about Kim Min-jae. I think we need someone more established than that. We can't be going in for risks for our centre-back. We can't. We need to be going in for someone that's going to be like assured, that's highly rated.
Yeah, I know Joseph Martinez was doing well, but I'm not sure if he's still...
He went through like 20 games in a row of scoring goals for Atlanta, but I don't know if he's doing it anymore. I really don't think he is. Yeah,
I'm not so sure. People say, so Luka Jovic, he's not a bad shout. I wouldn't mind him. Where was that? Just saw a good one. Soyuncu.
That's one that I like, that I think we should bring in, is Edouard from Celtic.
Yeah, I agree. And I think in the Scottish League, how much is he really going to command? If we bid 25-30 million, are they really going to turn that down?
How much did Arsenal sign Tierney for from Celtic?
25. So I think that would be a fantastic option. He's got pace, he's physical, he'll be a very good plan B. Willian Jose is a good option, says Liquid Snake. Is that ship sailed?
Who's that?
Liquid Snake.
No, who? What's
Willian
the comment?
Jose is a good option.
I didn't like that idea when we were linked with him in January, so I'm not going to like it now.
Sai Parvis says, Sim, Tottenham need Cavani. He is a good free agent. And I can't believe Cavani hasn't gone yet, but I think with his wages, I can't really see it happening.
Apparently he wants like 350 grand a week or something.
Yeah, I can't see us paying that.
Another super chat from Angus Court 123. He says, Mane or Son?
Mane or Son?
Well, Son 4 goals this season, Mane 2, so I think that tells you everything you need to know.
Son, but look, Mane, I think he's so underrated in my opinion. I think he's been overlooked because Salah is always at the top of the scoring charts, but I think Mane is every bit as good as him.
Didn't Mane outscore Salah last year?
I think they got the same.
Right.
I think they were level. I think Mane and Salah are just as good. Maybe Mane did that, so I'm not sure actually. I think it was similar, but I think Mane is so good. He's so talented, and the thing with Mane is I feel like he's a bit more consistent than Son, in all honesty. I think that in terms of quality and technical ability, they're probably just as good as each other. I think Mane is a bit more consistent. He's probably a bit of a better dribbler than Son. He's a bit stronger as well physically. But I think in terms of finishing, I might even put Son ahead of him. Me personally.
Ahead of Mane? That's a big shout.
I think so. I think when someone's cutting inside from the left-hand side and whipping into the far corner, there's very few players better in Europe than Son. Really is. He just doesn't do it consistently.
Who do you reckon's able to beat their man better, Son or Mane?
Mane.
That's the thing.
Mane's stronger, and he's just a bit of a better dribbler than Son. Son has good speed, and he's got good positional awareness. But Mane, he's just got if you're giving me an option who's going to wriggle free from a marker, Mane or Son, you're just going to pick Mane. He just are, unfortunately. He's that good. Soldado says, C. Wilson 1, 2, 3.
I love Soldado. I don't know about you lot, but I got a special place in my heart for Soldado just because of the amount of effort he put into every game. It was just his quality that let him down every time, wasn't it?
100%.
I mean, every game at the Lane, you had fans absolutely screaming his name out. It was like, if that went down at Arsenal, he would have been booed off after 3-4 games. You know what I mean?
And people like that.
Yeah.
If Makato Play says, if Dybala ever joined Spurs, will it be a good deal? Ben will say, obviously it'll be a good deal. He's one of the best players in Europe. He got Serie A Player of the Year. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Is that a super chat there?
Yeah, from Zigzag Nemesis, and he says, "Where are you guys from?" Where do you think we're from? We're from London town, North London.
We're from North London, Finchley. And we'll be more specific. We're good North London boys, Jewish boys.
Yeah, a lot of questions, a lot of statements here about Ruben Diaz. I mean, he's clearly number one centre back, isn't he?
Yeah, I would love Ruben Diaz. I really would. I just feel like look. I would love it if we put up the money. Can I see Levy splashing out without selling players? The only way I see Ruben Diaz happening is if we sell Dele. It's the only way I see it, me personally.
Would you take that?
Probably, yeah.
I would as well.
Angus Court 123 says Liverpool versus Arsenal predictions.
I'm going 4-1 Liverpool.
4-1 Liverpool.
They need some revenge. 2 games in a row now that Arsenal have beaten them. Come on. Liverpool are going to batter them.
I think I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1.
3-1. Edward Camavinga.
I want all your advice, by the way, about my FPL team. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. I'm toying with the idea of Salah or De Bruyne. At the moment, I've got Salah, and he's playing Arsenal this weekend. But I want to bring in De Bruyne for Salah. Should I do it this week or next week?
Who are De Bruyne? Who's City playing?
It doesn't really matter. De Bruyne gets points against everyone.
True, but Arsenal, Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying. I need to have Salah in there this week because he's going to destroy Arsenal. Bale won't play this week.
Well, who's bringing in Bale? 9.5 million. I want to know in the comments who's putting him straight in the team. I want to know because I'm considering it.
Yeah, that's true. Phil Foden on FPL's mad value, 6.5 mil.
Yeah, that's a good one to have. Here's one. George Crispum. It says Haris Severovic, who has actually been linked with Spurs recently on a loan deal. I'm not a massive fan of his.
He's the Swiss striker, isn't he?
No,
I'm not
a massive fan of his. I think he's a bit average.
I only ever see him play in European competitions, and I'm never really impressed.
Yeah, he's kind of like okay.
Not European competition, in international competitions.
He's all right. He's okay, but he's nothing special. There's definitely better options than Severovic out there.
We've just got 2 super chats in quick succession. One from Nick Achilleos.
Yes, Nick.
And he says, I think we should sign Wout Weghorst and Ruben Diaz.
Completely agree.
I completely agree with that, if I've mentioned many times. And Clambert1000 says, Harry Kane, Golden Boot, ?
Oh, he has to beat Son first.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
First, and then
I think Harry Kane might get most assists this year.
Yeah, at the moment he could be. Could he break Henry's record of 20 assists? Imagine.
He's already on 4.
He's already on 4 after 2 games. Never know. Why is there a lot of comments about Troy Parrott? Thoughts on Troy Parrott?
Troy Parrott is potentially making his debut. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Well, Millwall play.
Yeah, because the manager said he's going to play in Carabao.
Because he was injured, we know that.
Is that tonight?
No, one sec. Millwall playing tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Who are they playing?
Millwall are playing Burnley.
Yeah, so a big game.
It's
a Premier League team. So apparently, the Millwall manager says Troy Parrott will be making his debut in the Carabao Cup for Millwall. So keep your eyes peeled. Is it at the Den or is it at Turf Moor?
It's at the Den.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big game.
Yeah, it'd be good for him if he can impress in that game. That'll be a good indicator of where he's at the moment.
So that's 2 games to keep your eye on tomorrow, because obviously we play the winner. Well, I think we'll play the winner. We don't know what's going to happen yet.
Chelsea,
but
Barnsley,
it looks like we're going to be playing the winner of Barnsley against Chelsea, which takes place tomorrow night. On that, what do you think is going to happen in the with the late? Do you think we're going to have to replay, or not replay it, but play the game?
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say at the moment because Leyton Orient are still in discussions with the EFL about what's going to happen because they're desperate to play the game at some point. I've got a feeling that Tottenham's schedule is just too complicated. There's not going to be able to fit in, and they're going to have to forfeit. And especially with Tottenham saying they're going to cover the cost, I think if Tottenham saying they're going to cover the cost of any loss of money Leyton Orient were going to get from the broadcasting revenue, I think it makes sense to just cancel it and give Spurs the bye, however unfair that might be. But I think that's the reality of the situation, in my opinion.
This one. Top 5 players in the Premier League. Angus Court.
Right now.
All right, let's do this.
Top 5 players in the Premier League for me.
Gareth Bale, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane,
that's 3.
Giovani Lo Celso, and Tanguy
Ndombele. I was going to go Lloris.
No, seriously. Kevin De Bruyne, number 1.
That's for me for sure. I go De Bruyne. I have Mane, I think, in my top 5.
But you put Son ahead of Mane.
Huh?
You put Son ahead of Mane as the wingers, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said Son's better than Mane.
We just had a whole discussion about how I thought Mane was better than Son.
I thought you meant the other way around.
No, we literally discussed it for like 10 minutes. I just said Mane was better.
Okay, so KDB, Mane. You've got to put Kane and Aubameyang
I think Kane there. Do I put Aubameyang in my top 5 players in the Premier League? Probably just about put Aubameyang in there. And then who's the 5th player I'd put in there?
Probably Salah.
Do I rate Sterling ahead of Salah? I like Salah. I think Salah and Sterling are very similar. They're very like extremely talented, fast-paced wingers who can both have their wasteful side as well and both have their clinical side.
You can't argue with either of their numbers.
Can't. I know Van Dijk. I put Van Dijk there. I put Van Dijk there ahead of them. What am I putting Kane ahead of? I think I do put Kane ahead of Salah and Sterling. I think I do put Kane there.
If you're talking about how they are as a player on a whole, not just like a few attributes, Kane can do it all. He can really do it all.
I think I might put Sterling ahead of Aubameyang. You know.
Really?
I think so. I think I might put Sterling ahead of Aubameyang.
Number 1. Number 2.
Sadio Mane.
You think Mane? And Harry Kane, number 3.
Kane, Van Dijk, Sterling. That's my top 5. Let me know who are we forgetting? Probably a lot.
Swore says Tottenham TV. Can I ask you one question?
One question. Oh,
Only one.
Only one.
EMC says Hart or Gazaniga.
What's the question?
I don't know. They haven't said.
Oh. Okay.
Hart or Gazaniga?
Hart or Gazaniga? I think Gazaniga's better, but I think we're going for Joe Hart, aren't we, at the moment? So Joe Hart's going to be our number 2. I think Gazaniga's better, but
John Cooper says Salah number 1, De Bruyne number 2, Aguero number 3, Mane number 4, and Son number 5.
Walt Fontes says De Bruyne, Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, and Ndombele.
Ndombele's number 1, mate. Another super chat from Zigzag Nemesis. Are you nervous for the Skendia match?
Skendija. No, I'm not nervous. But then again, we bloody nearly lost to Plovdiv. So
I'm bloody nervous. I don't know how you're not after that
nervous.
Plovdiv game.
Yeah, because we got through it in the end.
Yeah, 9 men we needed.
Yeah, but who's better, Macedonian or Bulgarian league?
I don't know. They're both crap.
Exactly. I don't know. I'm not nervous personally. Actually, if we're nervous, then we should be in the bloody Europa League. Honestly.
Yeah, but there's difference players being nervous and fans being nervous.
We shouldn't be nervous. We should be confident. Rio Shepherd says, "Do you rate Tanganga?"
I do rate Tanganga. I rate Tanganga very highly, but I think the talk about him when he first joined was a bit too soon. I thought he was overhyped a bit too quickly. He was playing out of position, and he needs time. You know, he's a young player, but I do rate him. That's for sure. As a centre back, I don't know if he's a full back.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think he's a promising player who has still got a lot of work to do.
A lot
of work to do. So I think he's got some good players to learn from, and I think he could develop into a good player. But I think everyone needs to calm down a bit on him. I know he had man of the match against Liverpool in his debut, but still.
Angus Court says, who have both of you got to win the league? Apart from Tottenham.
Apart from Spurs. After Spurs. At the moment, I'm gonna go Liverpool again.
You're going Liverpool.
Actually, am I? It depends. If City sign another defender, I'll go City. But at the moment, Liverpool.
I originally said Man City. But after seeing them and seeing the signings they've made, they just haven't done it. They need defenders desperately. Yesterday against Wolves, I know Wolves is a tough game and Wolves are kind of a bogey team for Man City. Yes, they won 2-0, 2-1. But after the kind of first 20 minutes, half an hour, they didn't really threaten that much, I felt.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And Liverpool, on the other hand, yeah, they weren't that great against Leeds, but got the job done in a very difficult game. We'll see how it goes. But I think the way it's shaping up, Liverpool's team does look stronger than Man City's.
More balanced. And also Diogo Jota as well coming in.
That's it. Thiago's going to be a massive signing for them.
Yeah, but I've always felt like behind Salah and Mane they don't have too much cover, but now they do.
Yeah.
Real Madrid fan says, "Why you like Bale?" ?
Why do we like Bale?
Why you like Bale? Why you like Bale?
Why wouldn't you like Bale? He's won 4 Champions League for you, scoring twice in the final against Liverpool, scoring in Copa del Rey finals, winning countless amount of trophies, and you just disrespect him. Week after week, year upon year, he gets disrespected by Bale. Why wouldn't you like him? Answer me that.
And Jonathan Barnett, his agent, he's quoted today saying, for what Gareth Bale achieved at Real Madrid, they should be kissing his feet.
100%. He won more trophies there than Zidane won.
Exactly. More assists than David Beckham, more goals than R9 Ronaldo. This guy should be an absolute Real Madrid legend, and you treat him like utter crap.
Yeah.
That's the truth of the matter. So I think put some respect on his name for what he achieved at Real Madrid. We should respect him for the player he is. He's the best British export to ever play outside of England or outside of Britain, and I think he's the most successful British player to ever play overseas.
Yeah, and he's coming back to where he's appreciated and loved, and your loss is our gain.
A lot of comments saying Vinicius from Benfica.
I thought they were talking about the Real Madrid
Not
one.
Vinicius Jr. No, Oliver Tompkins seems very adamant that we should talk about him. He was, I believe, top goal scorer in Portugal last season.
Was he?
Benfica, yeah. Big tall striker.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play too much. That I know his celebration is just the arms folded thing.
Yeah, get him in. Why not?
Why not?
We need someone. If we don't get Ruben Diaz, what about Upamecano? Says Justin Tharagan. I mean, I don't think we're getting Upamecano.
I mean, he's going to cost around 60-70 million.
And he just signed a contract, so yeah, that ain't happening. Some people saying Diego Costa. I think the Costa ship has sailed. I think we would have got him already if we were actually going to get him. You never know. Maybe it could be a deadline day deal. I have a feeling we're going to wait till the deadline to actually get this bloody striker in. That's the feeling I get. KJ says, can you get expressions on the watch along on Thursday?
No,
we can't. Unfortunately, he's booked up. He's all booked up. Well, but if you tune in, you never know. You might be in for a surprise.
He sometimes gets lost while he's walking around. He might find his way into the studio somehow, yeah, but you never know.
We'll have to see. Tune in. What else is there? Edith Dive Diva says favourite player? ?
Current player?
These
ever?
Specifics. Yeah, come on. Who's our favourite player ever? Sean Freecott says, who are we selling?
Who are we selling? Well, I think Juan Foyth for sure. Gazaniga for sure. I think that leaves 2 spaces for what's it called? For foreign players. Who else? I really don't think we're going to sell Aurier. I just got a feeling we're not going to do it.
I really hope we don't. Really hope we don't.
Just because of the stuff Jose was saying, how he needs 2 players in every position, it just doesn't make sense to sell Aurier. It just doesn't. So for me, Gazaniga, Foyth, that can get you what? Something like 20-30 million together.
Lucky, yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Then
CCV, Carter Vickers.
Carter Vickers on his way out.
He'll get you under 5 million.
Dele Alli could be on his way out.
Dele.
Then you've got...
And then potentially Lamella, but I can't see him selling Lamella because he likes him too much.
I don't think we'll sell Lamella and Dele.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll sell Lamella and Dele. I think maybe only one of them. And then you've got Danny Rose, who's going to be on his way out as well at some point.
On loan.
Session will go out on loan. So there's a lot of players to be shifted before the window ends. And the window's, you know, the deadline's creeping up upon us, isn't it?
Yeah. How long have we got left? About 2-3 weeks?
2 weeks, I think. I don't think it's not more than 3.
When's it close?
Fifth.
On the 3rd?
Fifth.
On the 5th, yeah. So just under 2 weeks.
A super chat here from Arcane KO. We should go in for Jay Rodriguez from Burnley. Nah. I like him, but I think if we had still had Poch, then maybe, but I don't think he suits way.
That was a rumour about 5 years ago, and we like to do those kind of deals, don't we? Where we
yeah,
buy a player where we've been linked with for
you're right.
years.
I don't think we're going to sign. He's not the right profile that Jose wants. But here's another super chat from Christian, spelled Krisjian. So different kind of spelling, but not a sexy signing. But I think Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting would be a perfect backup striker and can get him on a free transfer. You've been blinded by one goal in the Leyton Champions League.
Champions League pedigree, mate.
No, not for me. Choupo-Moting is painfully average striker, painfully, and he just wouldn't suit us. I know, like he did all right at Stoke, but he's been out of it at PSG, and I've never been a massive fan of his.
What else we got here? Milik or Weghorst? We've already answered that one.
Yeah, Milik. Rylander says, "What about Skriniar?" It looks like he's out of our price range, unfortunately.
Well, if we sell Dele for a big price, then he wouldn't be.
Depends. Yeah, it all depends if we sell Dele.
But anyway, he's not for sale apparently anymore. I think Conte wanted to keep him.
Oh, Skriniar. Oh, does he?
That's the rumours. Someone keeps mentioning that we should get John Egan.
John Egan?
Yeah.
From Sheffield United.
Yeah. Well, did you see that sending off for him yesterday?
I didn't actually
was
see it.
Joke.
Was it a red card or not?
No.
What was he giving it?
Hardly
Straight red?
Yeah, he was on a yellow already, but there was hardly anything in it. Hardly anything in it.
See anything here? Let's see. Lucas or Bergwijn? There's been a number of those comments by EMC Genius.
I think they both work hard for the team. I think Lucas obviously literally works very, very hard for the team. Bergwijn, it's hard to answer this question because Bergwijn hasn't really been on form the last couple of games he's played. Neither is Lucas, to be honest. But from what they can both deliver on a football pitch, I like Bergwijn's style of play more direct.
He's more of a goal threat.
Yeah, I think so. More of a consistent goal threat. Obviously, everyone knows what Moura's done in his Spurs career. He scores in big games. But so does Bergwijn. You know, he's played the big games that he has played. Man United, Man City, Wolves. He scored in all of them.
And I think Bergwijn. I think Lucas is probably a bit of a better dribbler. I think Bergwijn's a bit stronger, a bit more physical than Lucas. I think in terms of shooting, Bergwijn is more direct than Lucas. But Lucas actually doesn't have terrible technique when he shoots. He just doesn't shoot that often.
Yeah,
doesn't he? He always dribbles and never gets a shot.
Still feel Bergwijn's got better end product.
And I think in terms of crossing and passing, Bergwijn, I think.
Didn't Bergwijn score the same amount of goals as Lucas last year in like a third of the amount of games or something?
I think one less.
But still.
Yeah, and he was only there for 6 months.
Yeah.
So look, I think Bergwijn. I think they're both very good players. I think Bergwijn for me is more of a goal threat, and I prefer him in the team.
We were talking about this before about Lucas Moura. We were saying that 4 goals and 4 assists for a winger, you need to be pulling more out than that. It was actually
interesting. So Sky Sports yesterday put on a comparison of Gareth Bale from 2012 to 2016, and then from 2016 to 2020, and they were comparing how good he is and like how his decline or whatever. So from 2012 to 2016, right, he was banging the goals where he was getting a goal in goal or assist like in under 90 minutes or something, right? So one a game. And then from 2016 to 2020, they're like, oh look, he's declined. He's only getting a goal now every 143 minutes. But I was thinking like, that's still good. A goal every 143 minutes compared to Lucas Moura, who's getting a goal every 280 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, if you put that output, even in Bale's decline, right? If you put that output into our team, that improves our front three immeasurably.
Yeah.
Because that's still a really good goal return for us, for our front three. So everyone's saying that Bale's finished or whatnot, and it's, you know, even if we get a declining Bale, it's still a lot better than what we have. I just want to also put Ben Norman. He says, I used to sit behind you at the stadium. I was in a lot of your videos in the background.
Was that the new stadium?
Which Wembley
or White Hart Lane or Wembley?
At the stadium. It just says at the stadium. I've got a super chat here as well. From CXTTER. It says, thoughts on Spurs switching to 3-4-3 in order to get the most out of Reguilon and Doherty. Gives them a lot of defensive support and freedom, and plus freedom for front three. Yes,
but I still think we need another centre-back for that.
First of all, I think we need another centre-back, and also that means if you're playing 3-4-3, you're kind of picking between Lo Celso and Ndombele for that central spot, because or unless you don't play Højbjerg as well. So it's one of those. I don't think he's ever going to do that.
Imagine playing no defensive mid.
I think it just gives us an option to switch it up. You know, I think we can play 4-3-3 because I think also Davis can fill in that role at centre back. So I think that's also decent. I think it's a decent option for us, but I think our best 11 probably not.
Yeah. We can't win anything unless we sign a proper number 10.
Who says that?
Harry Kane suggests otherwise.
Yeah, that's also true. Kieran, £5, says 40 points by Christmas, then Mourinho magic for top 4 finish. You heard it here first.
I like the way he thinks.
So you're saying get safe by Christmas, then go for a push to top 4. I think you're safety first. I like the way you think. Safety first. What's that, Jermaine? Who said something about Jermaine Defoe? I just lost it. Oh, it's gone. Bowery Larissa says Troy Deeney would be a fantastic signing. Change my mind. I don't need to change my mind.
Matthew Crane, Jermaine Defoe to come back.
Defoe's come back again for a third time.
To be honest, I've been talking about Defoe coming back for 3 years now.
I think that ship has definitely sailed.
He's come back. Favourite player this season they're talking about.
Huh?
I mean, it's only been 3 games, but my favourite player this season is Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, man, what a performance! What a performance! Can Harry Kane play the more creative role? Can he play a CAM? Do you think?
I think the older he gets, the further he'll drop back. And I think eventually he will be a centre mid or something like that.
Centre mid,
maybe.
But you need legs to be a centre mid.
Or a CAM or something where the ball just comes to him and he can spray it around.
And then get off pot shots, possibly, as is maybe if he gets slower. But I don't know. I have a feeling I don't know if he'll ever drop at that as a proper CAM. Maybe. Bradley Shostak 6 says, hey, love your content. I feel like Lo Celso heavily underrated by other PL clubs and gets overlooked because of his stats.
That is exactly what I was saying to you this morning. I had a massive argument with a Gooner yesterday, and they were banging on to me how Ceballos is a better player than Giovani Lo Celso. Ceballos, are you taking the piss? How can Ceballos be better than Giovani Lo Celso? Oh my God, I didn't know what to say to him because it was so preposterous and so ridiculous. Giovani Lo Celso is head and shoulders above Ceballos. I mean, I rate him so highly, you have no idea.
I completely agree. I think Lo Celso would get into most teams in the Premier League, and people really overlook him because he doesn't get goals and assists every game. Man, he's a touch of class, absolute touch of class.
And you know what his reasoning was why Ceballos is better? Is because after lockdown he's playing really well, or he had 3 good games or something. Come on, give a rest. These Gooners just make me sick.
Nick Achilles says, do you guys have a job apart from We Are Tottenham TV?
Wouldn't you like to know, my friend?
Getting into our private lives. Pretty much, right. Well, I do. Who else do we have here?
Sell Dele to PSG and still Oya off Arsenal.
Sell Oya to PSG and get who off?
Sell Dele to PSG and still Oya off Arsenal off Lyon.
I wouldn't say no to that. I love Aouar. I really hope he doesn't go to Arsenal because he really is so good. But all the talk is that the Aouar stuff's not actually concrete. It's just apparently no one reliable has really actually said it.
Let's hope so. What's this super chat?
Dante Jensen says, is the game tonight cancelled or do they have to leave?
What currency is that?
don't know, South Korean maybe? I don't
Maybe.
know. Is the game tonight cancelled, or do they have to leave WO? What's WO? Is Ali going, for how much, and to where most likely? The game is cancelled tonight. There will be no game tonight. Swedish krona. I don't know what you mean by do they have to leave WO? What does that mean, do you think?
I don't know.
Do they have to leave WO? I don't know. Is Ali going, for how much, and to where is most likely? Looks like he's going to leave on loan to PSG, but nothing confirmed, nothing concrete. There's some very reliable journalists on the Telegraph saying that at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see.
Are y'all twins? No, we are not twins, but I'll let you guess who's older in the comment section below.
WO means without.
Uh-huh.
So do they have to leave without? Do they have to leave without? I don't know what it means. Is the game tonight cancelled, or do they have to leave
I think
without?
he's talking, does Leyton Orient have to leave the competition without playing or something?
Oh, maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know, we'll see. Cheeky bid for Jimenez, says Alex.
Yeah, I mean, he smashed it at the beginning of the season already.
Another super chat from Connor Harold says, over the last 10 years, pro Levy or Levy out, who would rate better than him if you had to replace him?
Over the last 10 years, pro Levy or Levy out, who would you rate better than him? I don't think there's a better... Maybe the Liverpool chairman. I mean, he's pretty good. The way...
They've done all right, haven't they? They've really pushed the boat out.
Liverpool chairman seems pretty good. But apart from that, I think Daniel Levy is definitely one of the best chairmen in the Premier League.
For sure. For what he has to... for what he has to do, I think. For what he's done at the club... You can't say anything other than that he's done an absolutely fantastic job.
I mean, everyone's had their bones to pick with Daniel Levy, and rightly so, in my opinion. But in the last year, since last summer, you know, he's pulled through for us.
Yeah.
He hasn't got us that striker yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I guess we have to wait till the end of the window to really give him a proper rating. But I think at the moment, bringing Bale back shows a lot of ambition. Pushing the boat out to get regular as well was very surprising and very good. And I think maybe in the past he's probably been a bit too tight, and he's probably not taken any risk. But I think maybe this window shows a sign of changing. Yeah. But I've just got this terrible feeling that today's news from the Prime Minister about no fans for the next 6 months, I've got a feeling that's not going to be good news for us. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. I have a feeling that Levy was anticipating fans coming back, and then he was kind of planning his money in that way. And with this news that no fans for 6 months, is he going to tighten the purse strings again?
They couldn't just delay this decision till after the transfer window.
Yeah, they couldn't. No, had to do it now. So we'll have to look. We'll have to wait and see to the end of the window what this means for us. But I've got a bad feeling it's not going to be good news.
But a lot of you asking how you can join our fan show, post-match fan show, obviously. So if you don't know, every single game we do a live watch along. Then after the live watch along, we do a live fan show, which replaced our usual fan cams after every game, where we get you guys to kind of give your views on the game. And also, if you didn't know, we have our own membership scheme at the moment, which actually the membership scheme on there is going to be changing over the next 24 hours, where there will only be one tier of membership. And what that tier of membership gets you is priority. So all members will be getting the link first. So if you want to join the membership and want to join the fan show, you'll be getting a link straight in the community section on the membership section, and then for the final half an hour of the show, it will be open to everyone in the live comments.
All right, so go check that out. We've got another super chat from Zigzag Nemesis T. It says, who's the best Spurs YouTuber other than you guys?
Expressions.
I do love it. I must say, I'm a massive fan of Expressions. He just cracks me up every single time I speak to him, and every time I see him. Yeah, he's so funny. He's so good, and you got to respect talent when you see it. And this guy's an absolute star.
100%.
You got to say, he's just so. He's just really good. He's really good. Obviously, most of you guys probably know him.
Yeah, good friend of ours as well.
Yeah,
so
good friend of the channel.
We travelled up and down the country with him, going to away games a couple of years back. So that was good fun.
Yeah, much respect to Expressions. Ode Aliyamani says, we are proud of you guys.
$10.
Yeah, nice. He says, we are proud of you guys for creating this platform. Much respect from over here in Virginia Beach. We got our own little podcast over here. Hope to one day connect and talk everything Spurs. Get in touch, man. Get in touch.
We'd love to come on your podcast. We connect with any people making Spurs content. So, you know.
And if you want to come for a fan cam on the fan show after the game and plug your podcast, you're more than welcome to, mate. So get in touch. Get in touch. And another one from Dale1G. £5 says, do you think Bale should play at cam since he is now older? Son, Kane, Bergwijn with Bale behind would be amazing.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I said
Amazing.
I think Kane. I think Bale. His best position for us, I think, could well be at CAM. I think because he's more central. He's more of a goal threat. When he's shaping to shoot, he's going to be more when the whips to the posts, and when he's in the box, he's going to be more central. And I think you want him more shaping to shoot than shaping for a cross, in my opinion. And even when someone whips in a cross, he's fantastic in the air, Gareth Bale. So you kind of want him in the box as well. So I think Cam could be the best option for him. That's what I think.
Bennett is older than Sim, but looks younger, I think.
Correct.
That is spot on, Nikakilios. How do you know? Ndombele or Lo Celso?
Ndombele or Lo Celso. I think Lo Celso at the moment, but Ndombele is catching up a bit, I think.
Ndombele is coming, I'm telling you guys. This guy
Ndombele's season is upon us.
Exactly.
Another one from Zigzag Nemesis Team. Unbelievable. Would you swap Dele Alli for Mbappe with PSG? Would I swap Dele Alli for Mbappe? Yes, I would swap Dele Alli for Mbappe. Come on, man. Come on. Dante Jensen says WO equals walkover. Are we in for the next round or is the game postponed? That is what I mean. We don't know yet. We don't know. It looks like that we're into the next round, but we're nothing confirmed.
They're undergoing talks as we speak.
Another one from Marcus Patterson says, you guys should host a watch-along event with Spurs content creators, kind of similar to Arsenal Fan TV, but better. Get expressions, George Killier, etc. Maybe we will.
Could be an idea. It could be the first step of that on Thursday night.
Yeah,
so we'll see about that.
Keep an eye on it. Nick Akilio says, I knew from Facebook, mate. I see. A bit of Facebook stalking. No, it never hurts anyone, does it? KJ says, can't wait for expressions on Thursday watch along.
How do you know?
I think maybe they're watching our watch along on
when expressions came on.
Exactly. I think that might be in the giveaway. But we'll see. Keep an eye on. Lilana, I'm not even going to... Blywix says we should sign Morata. First of all, he's gone to Juve, and second of all, he's awful, so I don't think so.
What's that one? Oh, right.
Here we are. Adam Searles says Ramon Vega or Colin Calderwood. Who was worse?
Who was worse? Ramon Vega.
Ramon Vega, unfortunately. Sorry, Ramon.
I got... Colin Calderwood was sitting behind me at the Emirates a couple of years back with his son. Big Spurs fan.
Massive goal. You got to respect Colin. Wasn't he our captain at one stage?
It could have been, yeah.
What else we got?
Well, yeah, we've only got about 5 minutes left of the show.
Yep. Not too long.
So get your questions in for the next 5 minutes. We're doing some quick fire answers for you guys. Would you swap Joe Hart for Kepa?
No. I wouldn't even do that, man.
I mean that just fills up a foreign space that we don't need to.
100%. Kepa is the worst Premier League keeper. He's the worst keeper in the Premier League. He's so bad.
Would you swap Dele for Julian Draxler?
Ooh. No. I don't think I would. I like Draxler, but I don't think I'll swap him.
Would you swap Dele for James Maddison?
Probably yes. No, I don't think I would. James Maddison's gone off the boil as well. I'm not so sure. Here, what about Wanna Snout? Says Ben and Sim and everyone in the chat, do you lot feel any type of way about the levels of signings we're making in terms of reducing our authenticity? I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah, that does sound crazy.
It does sound. Well, Bale was reducing our authenticity.
I mean, Bale was just reigniting.
He's the most authentic Spurs you can get. What are you chatting about? Come on, it's Gareth Bale.
Harry Kane, Harry Winks. How authentic do you want to be? Irish right back as well. You know, we've got a nice history of Irish right backs. Look, We're very authentic at Tottenham. The only non-authentic Tottenham thing is Jose Mourinho.
Well, go on, Mourinho. Gino Benoit says swap Guardiola for Mourinho. Would you?
Guardiola, yes, I would.
Sorry, Jose.
Canute or Mido?
Ooh, I like that. Canute or Mido? I think Canute. I think Mido was probably better for Spurs, but I think Canute
was a better player.
Huh?
We sold him way too early.
Yeah.
We sold Mido too early, probably.
I don't know if we sold Mido too early.
Mido was a great player. He really was.
Bloody hell. Alejandro Perez saying Tarkowski for centre-back.
Well, that's an interesting thing you bring up there because we heard it from quite a clear source that
exclusive.
This is a We Are Tottenham exclusive. We heard that Tottenham are interested in Tarkowski. This was the reason why he was left out of the Burnley squad. Was it on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
On Sunday. But it's increasingly unlikely that we are going to buy him because he's going to cost 40 million. He was left out of the squad because West Ham, Leicester and Tottenham are all interested in him. So that is 100% true and an exclusive for you guys. So make of it what you will.
So yeah, whatever you want, you can take that with a pinch of salt. But that's coming from us. We won't usually say information unless we know it's true. So. But yeah, I would like Tarkowski. I think he's a good player.
This is from the horse's mouth directly.
There you go.
Messi or Ronaldo? Mercato plays.
Come on, Lionel Messi.
It's got to be Messi every day.
Please, Lionel
Messi every day, Mercato.
Where was that? Bale's left foot or Berbatov's touch?
Ooh.
That's from Chris Muldoon.
Bale's left foot or Berbatov's touch?
Oh, I think
got to go for Bale's left foot just because
he can do more with it.
Yeah,
but Berbatov's
there's only so much you can do with a touch.
But it was that good.
I think Ben is 29 and Sim is 25. Close, but not close enough.
Yeah, not close enough. Sim is 28 and Ben is 30. Oh, that's now you're Facebook stalking again, Nick. Facebook stalking. Dan Weeder says, will Ella ever come on the show?
Who?
Ella. Someone knows my sister, apparently. Someone knows our sister.
She's too busy studying.
No, she's too cool for the show. She'll never come on. She won't be seen dead on the show.
Exactly. But she'll be happy she got a mention, though.
There you go.
Thank you for that.
Hope you're doing well, Ella, if you're watching this.
But yeah, shall we...
Anything else? Mercado Play says Ben or Sim. Come on, easily Sim.
We'll let you make your own decision. Comment in the comment section.
Want a snout says want a snout question mark.
I would love one.
All right. And Donato says, "Are you guys brothers?" Someone's late to the party apparently. And one more super chat, maybe to end this. Zigzag Nemesis again.
Berbatov or Bergkamp? That's no question, man. Dimitar Berbatov. Even though Dennis Bergkamp was a Spurs fan.
Yeah, but unfortunately he never played for Spurs, so you got to pick Berbatov.
Yeah.
Dele Alli says, "Where's Grandad?"
Where's Grandad?
Where's Dele? That's the big
Are you
question.
Dele or his brother?
Grandpa is at home at the moment.
Yeah.
Donato says, "Haha, well done, Sim. You got my name right first try." Please, come on. I'm good at that. Are you mad, fam? Ali G is the best Spurs YouTuber. Who the hell is Ali G?
Ali G? Not sure.
Alistair
Goldsmith.
Oh, Alistair Ali G. Very good. Yeah, we love Alistair. Alistair's great.
Alistair Gold.
Yeah, he's great. He gives really good insight into transfers.
At the end of the day, this transfer window, he has been absolutely spot on. So you've got to give him the utmost respect because he has been providing us with all the info. Another super chat from Tommy Castillo says, "I have no question, just wanted to say thanks." Oh, you're welcome, mate. Thank you so much for joining us as well.
Man. Much appreciated. Yeah, Alistair Gold, as you say, really good. He's been such a good source of information, and he's been absolutely spot on information.
Ashley says Ben loves Al Gold.
Oh, we all do.
But look, I think it's time to end it there. I'd like to thank you all for joining us, for streaming in with us. Sorry we couldn't bring you a live watch along and a fan show today, but it was, the powers above us and all that. I'd like to wish everyone at Leyton Orient a speedy recovery, and hopefully the corona leaves them very, very soon.
And hopefully we do get to play this game at some point. But
I hope we do, because it'll be a shame for Leyton Orient. As I mentioned yesterday in the video, why this game was so important. First of all, for Justin Edinburgh, rest in peace. So tragically passed away. Leyton Orient manager, Tottenham legend, won in 91 with us, won in 99 with us. So absolute Tottenham legend. So rest in peace to Justin Edinburgh. And also Harry Kane has sponsored their shirts. Obviously he played for them at the beginning of his career. So that was also another important reason why this game should go ahead. And also for Leyton Orient, just because of where they're based, they have a lot of Tottenham fans. So a lot of fans would support Leyton Orient and Tottenham. So it would have been a great game for that perspective, but unfortunately I'm not sure if it's going ahead or not.
It looks like at the moment no. So it's a shame. It would be good if it gets played eventually, but it looks like not. But it looks like we're going to get a buy into the next round. So hopefully Spurs cover the cost for Leyton Orient. That'll be a good gesture on their part. But it looks like this game isn't going to happen.
But I would like to say to all of you, please go to the Leyton Orient club shop, because all teams lower down the leagues are struggling at the moment. So please go to the Leyton Orient club shop, buy just a small piece of merchandise. It will really help them. It really would. So Leyton Orient need all the kind of
help they can get
at the moment, especially if League Two is about to stop. Their stadium is completely shut at the moment, and they're going to have to bring in inquiries for the last 3 teams they played as well. So lower league football could be stopped pretty soon.
Yeah.
Which is frightening.
Yeah. Hopefully everything will be all right with Leyton Orient though, but I'll just really look. So we're going to end the stream here though.
Is that Dan's friend Sam Harrison?
Maybe. No, it's not. I don't think so.
All right. Well, there you have it. That is our Q&A today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for all your questions, all your comments, all your super chats. We appreciate it so much. We just went to the post office just before this and put in the prizes for the Harry Kane
giveaway.
The Harry Kane giveaway. Back on Thursday. And we might have a special guest in the studio watching the game with us on Thursday as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And again, thank you all for joining us. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs. Come on you Spurs.